There's a shirt in your closet you don't reach for anymore. You washed it twice, maybe 3 times, and something about it just stayed. At some point, you stopped blaming the shirt and started wondering if it was you. It wasn't you. Somewhere around 45, a lot of women noticed the same thing. The deodorant you'd worn for 20 years stopped holding. Same brand, same routine, same you. It quit around 2 in the afternoon. Nothing you'd changed explained it. You bought a stronger one. That didn't hold either. Nobody around you said a word, which somehow made it land harder. What changed was inside you, and it's almost funny how small it is. Your estrogen started coming down. You have 2 kinds of sweat glands, and they're nothing alike. One kind is spread all over you, makes light, watery sweat that cools you down. That sweat is basically water. It has no smell, and you want it. The other kind sits mostly in your underarms, makes thicker, richer sweat. That one shows up when you're stressed or nervous or caught off guard. That's the one odor comes from. Not because it smells on its own, it doesn't, but because it's what skin bacteria like best. For most of your life, estrogen kept all of this quiet. Estrogen helps run your body's thermostat and keeps calm bacteria on your skin, outnumbering the loud ones. It's like how the right balance in a garden keeps any weed from taking the whole bed. When estrogen comes down, that balance tips, testosterone's share goes up, and that small nudge is enough to wake those underarm glands. At the same time, the community of bacteria on your skin shifts completely. The ones that turn sweat into a smell suddenly have room to spread. And they don't produce the same scent the old ones did. A lot of women say that's the strangest part. It's something different. Sharper, sometimes metallic, sometimes closer to onion than anything you'd choose. That's not a sign of something going wrong. It's simply a new set of bacteria making a new set of compounds. Sweat itself has no smell, none. It comes out clean. The smell is only ever what the bacteria make of it afterward. A stronger scent isn't dirt, and it isn't you getting careless or letting yourself go. It's a chemistry change you didn't ask for and couldn't have headed off. When you notice it, the instinct is to wash harder and scrub more. But you can't scrub off a hormone, and stripping skin raw clears out calm bacteria. That leaves the loud ones an empty room to move into. More scrubbing can quietly make it worse. The problem was never that you weren't clean enough. You were plenty clean. It's not only the hormones drifting down slowly. As estrogen gets unpredictable, your body's thermostat gets touchy. That's hot flashes, night sweats, the 2 in the morning when you push the blanket off. Every one of those is a small flood of sweat for bacteria to work with. On top of that, this stretch of life runs higher on stress. Stress lifts cortisol, and cortisol pokes those same underarm glands directly. None of that is weakness. It's a body doing exactly what shifting hormones tell it to. There's even a specific compound behind the deeper part of it. It has a real name, 2-non-enol. It shows up after about 40. It forms when the natural oils in your skin oxidize over the years. Think of the faint smell an oil takes on once it's been open a while. And 2-non-enol doesn't dissolve in water. That's why the shirt held onto it. You weren't failing to get clean. The thing you were trying to rinse away doesn't come out in water. That one isn't on you either. Set it down. The answer to most of this is older than the problem and almost embarrassingly cheap. Long before there was a whole aisle for it, people handled it with baking soda. Colonial households, families on the frontier, baking soda was the odor answer. It cost next to nothing. It was in every home, and it worked well enough. The first deodorant you could buy didn't arrive until 1888. A little pot of cream called Mum. That's when it all started. The first antiperspirant came in 1903, and it was rough going. It stung, and it could eat through the fabric of a good blouse. Around 1919, an advertising writer took on a subject nobody said out loud. He wrote the campaign that taught an entire country to feel nervous about underarms. Before that ad, most people simply weren't thinking about it much. And it worked. It's still working on all of us. Those products genuinely do something, and if you love the one you buy, keep it. We got very good at reaching for the thing on the shelf. Somewhere in there, we quietly forgot the thing already in the cupboard. The Amish never forgot it. In their communities, they still mix their own baking soda, oil, something that smells nice. They'll sell it at the family store, wrapped in paper, sitting near the jam. Plain living, few ingredients, nothing on the label you'd sound out. There's a quiet confidence in that. They looked at the whole aisle and said no. Here's the whole thing: 2 ingredients, coconut oil and baking soda. That's it. You take a few tablespoons of coconut oil and let it soften. Not melted to liquid, just soft enough to stir like butter on the counter. Then you work in the baking soda, a spoonful at a time. It thickens into something like frosting. Smooth, a little dense, holds its shape. If your skin runs sensitive, start with less baking soda and lean more on oil. Spoon it into a small glass jar with a lid, and you're done. 3 minutes, start to finish. It's a quietly satisfying little job. The oil goes glossy, the white powder disappears, the whole thing pulls together. If you want it to smell like something, add a couple drops of essential oil. Lavender, sweet orange, whatever you actually enjoy. It's optional. It changes nothing about how it works. It's purely for pleasure. You need far less than you'd think. A dab about the size of a pea. Warm it between 2 fingers until it turns from solid to smooth film. Smooth it on. It goes on almost weightless and vanishes in seconds. No white cast, no drag, no cakey feeling under a sleeve. One honest practical note: in real heat, coconut oil can go soft or liquid. That's not it spoiling. It's only melting and firms right back up when cool. In a warm climate or steamy bathroom, keep the jar somewhere cool. If it does turn liquid, give it a quick stir before it sets. The 2 ingredients do 2 completely different jobs. That's the clever part. Baking soda is alkaline and lifts the pH of your skin just enough. The odor-making bacteria can't do their work when things aren't acidic. It isn't covering one smell with a louder smell. It's changing the room so the smell never gets made in the first place. The coconut oil isn't only there to hold everything together. Close to half of coconut oil is a fatty acid called lauric acid. Lauric acid breaks down the walls of exactly the bacteria we're talking about. The staph family, the ones that turn fresh sweat sour. One ingredient neutralizes the ground. The other thins the crowd standing on it. They cover for each other, which is how 2 humble things outperform expectation. A single small jar lasts about 6 months of everyday use. A stick off the rack runs you a few dollars every month or 2. This is a handful of cents and carries you half a year. The store one was never a ripoff. This just comes so close to free, it sits on your shelf and keeps. If you're coming off a regular antiperspirant, your underarms have been held closed years. When you stop, they wake back up. You might sweat a little more at first. You might notice more scent than usual while your skin finds its feet. That is not the recipe failing. That's your body switching back on. It settles, usually inside 2 to 4 weeks. Almost everyone makes the mistake of quitting in week 1, right before it evens. Give it the month. Let me save you the worst week I had. The first time I made this, I put it on straight after I shaved. Fresh shaved skin plus a scoop of baking soda is a bad afternoon. It stung, then it went pink, then it itched, and I decided it was nonsense. It wasn't the recipe, it was me plus one detail almost nobody mentions. That same alkalinity that makes baking soda work is the thing you respect. Your skin is built to sit slightly acidic. There's a fine protective layer over it. Baking soda sits well on the other side of it. For plenty of people, that mismatch never matters. They use it for years, happy. But for others, sensitive skin, freshly shaved skin, skin already reactive from hormones, it's too much. You get redness or an itch, and sometimes not even right away. Sometimes it turns up a couple of weeks in, which makes it hard to trace. If that turns out to be you, you're not doing it wrong. Your skin isn't broken, it just wants less. Cut the baking soda in half and stir in a spoonful of arrowroot powder or plain cornstarch to make up the body, gentler, and it still works. Whatever you do, not on just shaved skin, give it a few hours. Before any of it, do one patch test. A small dab on the inside of your elbow, then leave it a full day. Watch how the skin looks. It's boring, but do it anyway. One boring day would have saved me a whole itchy week. This won't stop you from sweating. It's a deodorant, not an antiperspirant. There's no aluminum in it, nothing plugging a single gland. You'll still sweat, and that's the point, because you don't actually want to stop it. What changes is that the sweat won't get turned into a smell. If what you truly want is bone-dry underarms, this isn't that. Wanting that is completely fair. You just want a different kind of product. It also won't erase that deeper all-over skin scent, the 2-nonenal one. That isn't living in your underarms. It's spread across your skin from oils. This little jar is for the pits, full stop. For the other thing, the honest answer is a warm shower and fresh cotton. Anyone selling you a cream that swears it erases aging scent promises more than possible. But the everyday thing, the 2 in the afternoon thing, the shirt thing, that's exactly what this holds. 2 spoonfuls of what's already in your kitchen will hold all day for almost nothing. You very likely have both ingredients within arm's reach right now. Make the small jar tonight and patch test on your elbow before bed. Wear it Thursday and notice how the day goes. Not just first hour, the whole day. Once the new stuff isn't feeding the bacteria anymore, you might quietly earn that shirt back.